Kahramana Kakar, and I'm one of the NP's awardee. I've been working for the rights of women and for women development for the last 10 years. As part of my professional career, I've been working for several international organizations for the development of women in order to enable them to cope with hard situations, to help them provide leadership to their communities or to their families, to help them get some literacy and education training and some socio-economic training as well in order to make them self-reliant and independent. There was one day in my life which actually changed my entire life and my vision for my life. There was a day when I was a college student, first year college student, when for the first time I decided to volunteer to serve Afghan refugees who were coming from Afghanistan after September 11 during the emergency and refugee influx into the neighboring countries. When I visited some of the camps at the border with my team, I was very much affected by the situation of those people at the border, where women had suffered a lot, where people walked from a very long distance bare feet and just to escape death in insecurity in the areas. I saw that women and children were in a very extremely bad condition, and they were in need of very rapid assistance, which was not available to all, to be honest. I saw women were giving birth to children at the border without any kind of assistance, and children were dying of hunger and of the whole tiredness and the whole situation they had been suffering while coming to the border. So that day I cried a lot. I mean, for the first time in my life, I actually felt like how people really are touched by an incident, and they really feel to cry like from the bottom of their heart. And from that day on, I decided that I knew that I'll be working for the development of my country after completing my studies. But that day made me decide that I'll be specifically working for women empowerment and women development. Still, I mean, culture and tradition is the biggest hurdle in the way of women to come forward and participate in any social or political processes. So this is the biggest challenge. Secondly, of course, traditionally, Afghanistan is a men-dominant society, and most of our men, I would say, are deprived of some of the knowledge and awareness on how women could be beneficial. Well, my parents have always been my motivators. My father has worked very hard to make his children, to provide good human resource to the Afghan society. I was always motivated by him that you have to study, you have to work hard, because Afghanistan is not like normal countries. You have to double work, you have to work triple than other people do, because this country really needs young people like you. And then my husband, he is also one of the best motivators. He always encouraged me. He has always been there with me to support me in every kind of initiative I wanted. Sometimes in Afghanistan, when you're married, I mean, husbands won't give you the support, but I am really glad and proud to have him in my life as well. I would like to share this award with all women in Afghanistan who are helping each other, who are working for the women's rights in the country. It's always very important to recognize someone's work in order to motivate him or her, and this is actually motivating me more to do further struggle and to achieve even more than what I've achieved. And this actually also gives me the sense that my work, my part of work, was very important for the people, because the way people participated in this whole process, the way they motivated me the way they voted for me. It was the recognition of the hard work I had put during my professional career.